we come together with all of our members and all agree that we need to get fiber to all Americans. That's our priority.
Distance does not come free. Some have even characterized it as the tyranny of distance. And middle mile is really that set of assets that helps to bridge that.
Broadband is economic development. Broadband is education. Broadband is healthcare. The folks in the counties and towns who run a 911 center, they are the first ones to call if we have even a blip from their ISP. I get the call 30 seconds to a minute later saying, hey, what's going on with the network? When are you going to have it fixed? That's how essential we've become.
If we have an open access network, which means we'll treat the local ISP and the major carriers exactly the same. We have a flat price for our different bandwidth models, no distance pricing. We went from $120 a megabit down to, what's my math, $1, 10 cents, something like that. So that's really the benefit. What we've seen, Ashburn, Virginia, probably 70-80% of the world's internet traffic flows through there. It is the largest data center, concentration of data centers in the globe.
One of the things that I'm concerned with respect to BEAD in rural markets is that while BEAD money is an incredible help for being able to provide, to being able to build service, maintaining service is another set of concerns.
On middle mile, these folks are figuring out how to make money on a smaller scale, serving communities of 2,500 to 5,000 people, and we are getting them affordable access back to Denver.
We work out a swap deal where we provide fiber at no cost to them. They provide fiber at no cost to us, and then everybody gets the connectivity that they need. Would you like 40% of something or 100% of nothing?
When you're out on a mountaintop, if there's a fiber cut and somebody can't call 911, that becomes a real issue. And from the first responder perspective, if first responders don't have connectivity, it makes it harder for first responders.
Can you believe we're saying only $1 billion for middle mile through the middle mile grants out of the IIJA? There's been other funding as well for last mile projects, but can we talk about why there is a need for more public funding for middle mile?
We built the middle mile first in these rural markets to enable those large providers to come in and get access. Interestingly enough, it wasn't as much about getting the residential customers connected as it was getting industrial parks, schools, other things connected day one. It's all about building where it doesn't make any commercial viable sense to do that, right?
As the cost of middle mile drops, it's so much easier to be able to get to last mile service, even for just one provider. In southeastern Washington, we did a cost study, and it had indicated that in order to provide service to southeastern Washington communities, and we're looking at probably 8,000 users scattered across a pretty large region, it was going to cost $60,000 per connection.
If you don't think middle mile is an issue in your state, you just haven't opened up and looked hard enough, because it truly is there.
Today, we're putting in 864 strands on our fiber backbone. I would have thought you were crazy if you said that 5 years ago.
Sometimes you're going to be competitors, sometimes you're going to be cooperators. And we embrace that